You know what kills a man's power faster than failure? Telling people what he's about to do. The second you explain your plans to your friends, your family, your partner, you hand them the ability to shrink you, to doubt you, to reshape the version of yourself you were about to become. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago. Most men still haven't learned it. Marcus Aurelius ran the most powerful empire on earth. He commanded armies. He decided the fate of nations, and almost no one, not his generals, not his senate, knew what he was thinking until he had already decided. He wrote in his private journal, never for an audience. He processed internally, acted externally. That gap between thought and speech, that was his power. This wasn't secrecy for the sake of games. This was discipline, what the Stoics called Enkrateia, self-mastery over impulse. The ability to hold something inside long enough for it to become real before the world gets a say in it. Marcus wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Notice, he didn't say announce it, debate it, post about it. He said, be it. The announcement is the trap. When you tell people your goals before you've achieved them, your brain gets a hit of social approval that mimics the satisfaction of actually doing the work. You celebrate before you've won, and that scientifically, philosophically, practically kills follow-through. There's a second layer to this that most men completely miss. It's not just about protecting your goals, it's about the power dynamic you carry in every room you enter. Epictetus, a man who was born a slave, understood something that free men rarely do. Your power is never in what you say. It is in what others cannot predict about you. When people can read you, when they know your plans, your reactions, your insecurities, they calibrate exactly how far to push you. They know your ceiling, they know your floor. They manage you instead of respecting you. But the man who moves in silence, he's ungovernable. You can't manage someone whose next move you don't know. You can't diminish someone whose measuring stick you've never seen. Speak only when you're certain your words are better than your silence. This is not introversion. This is not weakness dressed up as mystique. This is calculated intentional restraint, the mark of a man who has chosen to let his results do what his words never could. Seneca wrote that silence is a great help to one who is trying to think. But deeper than that, silence is a great help to one who is trying to be taken seriously. Noise is ordinary. Stillness is rare, and rarity is what commands attention. So what does this actually look like in your life? Stop announcing, start executing. Your next business, your next physical transformation, your next relationship decision, keep it internal until it's undeniable. Let the results be the announcement. The man who walks in looking different doesn't need to tell you he changed his diet. You can see it. Learn to sit with discomfort in silence. When someone challenges you, the reflex is to explain yourself, defend yourself, justify yourself. Don't. Love the fact that people misread you. Their misreading is your advantage. Let questions go unanswered. What are you working on? Smile and change the subject. What's your plan? I'll let you know when it's done. This isn't arrogance. This is the quiet confidence of a man who doesn't need external validation to feel certain about where he's going. Let me tell you about a man, and you probably know someone like this. He's at a crossroads in his late 20s. His business failed. His relationship ended. He's starting completely over, and he knows exactly what he wants to build next. He's got clarity for the first time in years, and then he tells everyone, his friends, his family, every person in his circle hears the vision, the plan, the timeline. They nod, they ask questions, they give their opinions. Some support him, some subtly dismiss him, and slowly, not dramatically, but slowly the weight of their expectations and doubts seeps into his head. He starts defending the plan instead of executing it. He starts performing his goals instead of achieving them. 2 years later, he hasn't done it. And here's the brutal part. He's still talking about it. Now think about the opposite man. Same situation, same crossroads, but this man goes quiet. He disappears from the conversation. He stops answering every question about his life with a full report. He just works. In the dark without an audience, and then one day, 18 months later, he walks back in, not with a speech, with results, with a life that makes the speech unnecessary. That second man understood something the first one didn't. Your future belongs to you before it belongs to anyone else. guarded like it. The Stoics had a word for the man who has mastered himself, sophos, the sage, not the loudest man in the room, not the most visible, the most integrated, the man whose outer life and inner life are the same thing. No performance, no gap between who he says he is and who he actually is. That kind of man doesn't need to tell you what he's building, because everything he has already built tells the story for him. So here's the only question that matters when you close this video. Are you spending more energy talking about the man you want to become, or becoming him, because the version of you who makes the right choice on that question? He doesn't announce it, he just starts. If this hit different, share it with one man who needs to hear it. The full Stoic reading list is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.